Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be about business because you guys have been loving these business videos. I'm like, wow, my channel has just grown so much just because of the behind the scenes business stuff. So I will start to do, a bit of natural hair and then obviously show you guys the growth and the behind the scenes of my business. Thank you to all of my new subscribers and those who have been really supporting me in the comments. I see your comments. I'm going to pop some here. Today's video is going to be about how to start a business. So if you are a complete beginner and you've been seeing me and other people behind the scenes with like shops and boutiques and online stores and you want to start one, this video is basically going to show you the steps that you need to take to start your business. I've got 5 steps and then one little extra step at the end. And yeah, I really hope this helps. If it does, let me know in the comments down below. Make sure to like, subscribe and share this video with a friend or family that you think maybe benefit. So let's just get straight into number 1. It's research. Do your research. So you may have like a spark or an idea in your head. So say you want to start a food business and you just don't know where to start. Do a simple search. I mean, YouTube and Google are your best friends. Just search how to start a food business. Loads of things will come up. Just take a week or a few days aside and just spend time researching on what to do. That's what I do before I do anything. I just research how to do it, what other people have done, mistakes people have made. Those are really good videos and things to read up on, the things not to do, so do's and don'ts, but mainly the things not to do so you just know and you have great knowledge. The second thing I'm gonna need you to do to research is think about what's going to make you different. What are your values? What is your core? What's the name that you have? Write down loads of different name ideas and go with what sticks and also that's going to be beneficial to you. For example, Oh So Curly came to my mind just because it was very short, snappy. It had the keyword curly in it. I could see, I could actually vision it on the shelves. Oh so curly, fun and vibrant, and it's kind of like oh so curly, like oh so curly, like I could just see it all in my head. So just think far ahead, have a vision as well. So it may seem small to you right now, but you never know where you're going to go in the future. So think of what that name is going to be like when it's on an advert on TV or when your favorite celebrity is shouting the brand out. Like just think about it in that way. Write down your name ideas and then you want to research whether the name is taken. So this is the bit that will probably give you a lot of anxiety, but it needs to be done. You don't want to go out there, start your business and then you see that another person has the same brand name. So to do that, you can actually, I'm going to leave the links down below, but you can actually go onto a website. I think it's Companies House, but if that's not right, it will be in the description box down below. But I think also the government website, and it should be the same in every single country, you can actually search for registered businesses, and if someone comes up with the name Oh So Curly and they're already a registered business, don't go ahead with that name. Luckily, Oh So Curly wasn't taken on the government website. No one else had registered it. So when you have that money aside, I would definitely go ahead and register the name and your logo. So that's what I did. I did my name pretty much straight away when I was able to, and then I did the logo maybe like a year or a few months later. I can't really remember completely, but the name was the first thing that I did because I just wanted to take that name. So next you want to, again, like I said, put together a logo. Now this is something that you can do yourself. You can draw it out and then pass it on to a graphic designer. With me, I created my logo on one of those like Word apps on my iPad. Literally, that logo is basically used on one of those like Instagram add-on apps where you just create like word memes basically. So I used 2 different fonts and I simply just made that logo. It wasn't until years later that I actually got a graphic designer to remake the same logo but in the right files. So I would recommend like drawing out the logo and then reaching out to a graphic designer. But if you don't have the money for that, you can also use websites like Fiverr, which is basically like a marketplace and people will do like work for cheap. So you just look for their past work and then see if your price budget matches up to what they charge. Also just want to mention research in your niche. So you really want to know your niche. For example, with Oso Curly, like I needed to know what other brands are selling similar products. I wanted to do like the go-to hair accessories. So for me, I thought about what's in store. So you've got like your Denman, you've got your Tangle Teaser, other like brands in that hair aisle. So I want to look at them, what their style is, what they post, what products they have, what doesn't work. And then you want to look online as well at like your competitors and what your key customers would actually buy and enjoy buying, and the brands that are within your niche. That's not to say that it's a bad thing and you've got to go and compete with them. I don't see it that way. It's just a good idea to know that you're not going to bump heads. So say you have this like one idea in your mind and then you realize once you research your niche that someone else is doing the exact same thing. You want to make sure that you stand out, and research is the key to that. You've got your brand name, you have done your research, you have got your logo and you're registered. Now it is time to start all of your socials. Now this is my key tip, guys. Please don't care. I don't care. I don't want to hear it from anyone. If you haven't got a product, I don't care. If you're not ready to launch, I don't care. Start that Instagram page, start that TikTok page, start that Facebook page. Stick with maybe 2 socials that you are good at. I only started with Instagram for Oso Curly, and what I did was I didn't have no products. I wasn't fully sure of what products I even wanted to sell, but I knew that this was going to be a brand, so I just got onto Instagram, set up the account straight away, set up my email account, my Gmail account, which had Oso Curly in the name. At first it was just osocurly@google.com, but later on within the years I paid to get like my own domain name. Think of your niche. So say there are some people watching that want to start a clothing line. You want to start an Instagram page and you want to start posting clothes. Say you want to start a men's tracksuit line. Start posting inspo pictures, rappers or people that relate to you wearing tracksuits. You can even start posting trainers and stuff that's relatable, or memes about fashion, memes about men's fashion, memes about tracksuits. You just want to start posting frequently and build an audience. Use hashtags related to fashion. You can Google that again. You can Google the right hashtags to use, but you just want to start posting, even if it's 1 time a day. Build up an audience. People will come. It's actually crazy how Instagram works, because you can be unknown, but random accounts will begin to start following you. So whether it's a private page or a business page, just start. That is the key to starting a business, guys. You just need to start. I grew my Instagram page just by posting girls with curly hair, and then what I used to do on a Friday was Follower Friday. So I'd shout out some followers on a Friday that were liking the page and stuff, and that created community that made people feel involved and like they were being appreciated. So they would then pour into my cup when my business would launch. So number 3, you have your name, you have your logo, you have your social accounts and your email. Next, you want to really think about, if you haven't already, what you want to sell. Now, this can be a tricky one because some people may want to start like a drop shipping business. That's a whole other video. But you want to then research into what products sell. You're not really the type to care what you're selling. It's nothing to do with you personally. You're just selling to make money, which there's nothing wrong with that at all. But with me, I wanted to start a brand. So if you are like me and you want to start a brand, you want to think about the products that people are going to buy, but they relate to your brand. So for example, Oso Curly is hair accessories. So what hair accessories are the most popular? What is something that is most needed? I did start with apparel, so I started with a beanie, and that was just basically a test to see if people would actually buy something from us, which they did, which then inspired the satin pillowcase. So satin pillowcase is an essential for naturals and those with curly hair. Like, everyone should know that you should use a satin bonnet or pillowcase. So I opted for the pillowcase. So once you've figured out what your product is, you want to figure out, is this something that I'm just going to buy in bulk from China or a manufacturing company? It's already made. All I need to do is either package it nicely with my logo, ask them to put my logo on the cotton tag, or want to make it from scratch yourself. Now, I did the hard thing. I wouldn't say I wouldn't recommend it because it has its benefits, but it will make it a bit harder for you, and I went through a lot of obstacles. But I decided to design a pillowcase that was completely new and wasn't being done before. So that meant that I had to design it on paper, find a seamstress in my local area, go and meet with the seamstress, show her my design, ask her if she could do it. And then the next thing is getting samples back. And you would probably have to do this if you were buying in bulk as well. I always recommend asking for a sample before you go ahead and put in a bulk order. Don't do that without seeing the sample. So you also don't want to buy too much at once when you're just starting out, because again, you don't really know if someone's going to buy it. So think of your product, think of what your audience would like, and find a way to make it different to everyone else. Once you've found the product and you've come up with something that you think you would want to buy, again, you're going to have to research where you're going to buy it and how you get it done. Google is your best friend. Honestly, guys, I found this all out through Google. I think I maybe tried to make friends people that were in similar positions or had already started a business, and maybe asked them questions, but I really did this all by myself, research-wise. You then want to probably survey and ask around, ask friends and family. You can put together a survey on SurveyMonkey and send it around on social media, just asking people what kind of products would they buy. Would they buy this color, and would they buy it at this price or that price? You want to get a good idea of what the majority of people will do, because you can have a good idea, but it might not work well for everyone else. So yeah, definitely search with your audience. So number 4, you've done that, you've done the research, you've got your product, you've got your sample, you're ready with a manufacturer that you trust, you're ready to go ahead and buy. You want to then make sure that your numbers are right. Please guys, in my past business videos, you would have seen me talk about the book Profit First. Read that book, guys. If you're starting a business, please read Profit First. It's really going to help you in the long run just to get your finances in order. So you want to make sure that you get the numbers right. So how much is the product going to cost from your manufacturer? Divide that by how many pieces. For example, it's going to cost me £900 for 100 pieces. Divide the 900 by the 100. That is how much each product is going to cost. But wait, guys. You need to incorporate how much is the poly bag for that one product. You want to also add any stickers or things that you need to add to the product as well. That is a part of the cost of that product. So adding up every single little cost is really going to help you when you price your item, because you want to try and get like a 50% profit margin. It's not always possible, but if you can in the beginning, that is amazing. That's amazing. So if I would go back, I would really want to price my items correctly so I get maximum profit, but also that it's affordable for my customers. The last step is, of course, setting up your store. So I really recommend Shopify. I'm not going to recommend any other store to you guys, because I just think Shopify is everything that you would ever need in a storefront. It's not too cheap, and at the moment during this lockdown pandemic, they're allowing you to have 30 days for free. You can actually set up your store today without paying and make money today. So Shopify is basically a website where you pay for it monthly. It's not too expensive, and it has your store set up for you. All you need to do is add in your products, how much they cost, pictures of your products, how much you want to charge for shipping, what countries you want to sell to, obviously the design of the store, but they have a lot of ready-made templates that you can just edit here and there, put your logo in, change the colors, the product descriptions, all of that. It's all there for you, free to do. It's pretty much as simple as starting up a Instagram account. It's really simple. Get a email sign up. So I use Klaviyo, you can use MailChimp, any email provider. So you just want to start collecting people's email addresses, because social media could go tomorrow, but once you have people and customers' emails, that is the best way that you can keep in touch with them. And then you can send them a blast out and tell them that your products are now live. You can tell them that you're having a sale. You can tell them that you've launched a new product. It's just a really great way of keeping in touch directly to your customers. You can also find out different metrics, as if like where they're from and what products they bought before. Shopify is amazing with having all of that installed in the back end. I'm not really good. Oh, just got a sell. Yeah, I'm not really good with that kind of back-end stuff, but Shopify just makes it so simple. So yes guys, those are my tips for starting a business. Really simple. If you have any questions, again, just ask me down below, and if you have any other suggestions of what you would want to know, ask me down below. I wish you all of the best on your businesses. It's taken me about 4 to 5 years to get here, but I promise you, within the last 2 years, my business has just gone up, and that's because I put my all into it. Finally, I put my all into it. So just keep going guys, keep grinding. You got this. Pray, persistence, consistency, and I promise you, you will get there. Also, if you're interested in one-on-one business coaching, I do offer that now, so send me a message down below or email me ukcurlygirl@gmail.com, and we can set up a one-on-one Zoom call. So I hope to speak to you soon. Stay safe, and bye guys.